Welcome to Gen X-Files, the only podcast named that's usually about the X-Files. My name is Dash, and for some reason I just watched Maximum Overdrive from 1986 for I think the third time.
My name's Steve, and I'm Dash's dad, and for some reason I just watched Maximum Overdrive all the way through for the second time.
And I'm Melz, and I just watched Maximum Overdrive for the second time, I think. And if you're listening, I want to believe you're a friend.
And tonight, we're discovering that back in 1986, Stephen King wasn't trucking around. Alright, so how are you doing, Dad?
Pretty good.
This is our second take because the first time we were recording on the camera audio.
The first time did not sound good at all. We only got about 5 or 6 minutes in, so...
Okay. So I remember something we talked about, at least. So, Dad, yeah, when I was thinking of a movie I wanted to do a freeform discussion on like we're going to do with this one, I had a couple of ideas in my head, but I called you up and I asked you when the last time you saw this was, and what did you tell me?
I was probably around the time I used to do cocaine.
Yeah, I said you and Stephen King were having a very similar time then when this production was taking place.
2 Steves on cocaine.
You know what, Dad? You were Steving it up.
Yeah.
It was, if you were Steve in the 80s, it was a time for cocaine.
Yep.
What are the Steves doing now? Can you let us in on that, or is that secret?
Probably jerking off writing bad checks.
Okay. So he can't let us in on the actual intel, but he can say what the cover story is.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gave it all away, then we don't know, and that can't
And then he'd probably have to kill us, and that'd just be terrible.
If he just give us a lot of cocaine.
Well, I don't want no cocaine.
Well, that's...
I don't want none of this cocaine.
I don't want none of this cocaine. Cocaine. I can't say it how he does it.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
There you go. So yeah, this movie was made while Stephen King was in the throes of just massive amounts of cocaine all over his fucking person. He was like bathing in cocaine, he said. He was rubbing it in his hair. I don't know why. But he was apparently very drunk and very high. This whole production, just out of his fucking mind, apparently.
He was eating real powdered donuts.
Yeah, he was eating powdered donuts with that extra special stuff on top. But, I mean, you can absolutely tell that this was made by somebody that was a little under the influence of something, because it's just, from start to finish, it's so inept at everything it tries to do. Like, it has sort of an interesting premise about, like, you know, I mean, technology being scary in the Reagan era, like, you know, everybody was, you know, I don't know.
Okay, listen. So this is one of my thoughts that I really, really want to make sure I get out there about this movie so I don't forget by the end. So in the beginning, we get a bunch of scenes of all sorts of small electronic devices killing people. An arcade machine, a soda machine, headphones, a lawnmower. I can't think of any more, but there's several. And then about a third of the way through the movie, it's just vehicles.
Yeah, they forgot about that plot.
That was the thing that happened. Like this, how did this person die?
Some people were even killed by their Walkmans. I wonder if anyone was actually killed by their dildo.
Oh,
you
my
know what?
God.
That's a good point, Dad. There has to be some middle-aged housewife. Her husband's like, all right, I'm leaving for work, honey. And she's like, finally, my time to relax. And it just didn't go good for her.
Somebody with a plug-in vibrator with a back massager, and she comes so hard she electrocutes.
Oh my God.
That was squirt that time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, there's a dog that died from a RC car in its mouth. Whatever happened there. So I imagine that a woman could get impaled or something by a dildo.
But how did
She's like, holy shit, it's in my lungs.
How did that car kill the dog?
I don't, you know.
There's a little toy car that's like bigger than like a hotbox car. Like a little...
A hot box car?
Hot box car.
It's a Hot Wheel or a
Hot
Matchbox.
Oh my God, I did combine them, didn't I?
A Matchbox can be hot if you light it on fire. So can most things.
So can our Hot Bills, I guess.
Yeah, anything you light on fire can tend to get pretty hot.
You take a match to a Hot Bills.
Yeah, you take a matchbox to a Hot Wheel, and if you do it in a car, then.
Oh shit! That's
and
a
what
triple.
if you're in the car and then you're also being transported on one of those
big trucks? Yeah.
And then it gets possessed.
Oh wow.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta burn a match. You gotta burn a matchbox car, and then you can get possessed vehicles.
That's Maximum Overdrive meets Inception.
Yeah, I guess so. It's Maxception.
Maxception.
Also, if you hear anything, our dog is playing with toys in the background. Say hello, Foxy. She doesn't want to. She's nervous. Anyway, there's just this movie is cocaine personified, and it has an incredible fucking just laundry list of backstory and lore. Like, for instance, there's a kid that gets electrocuted by an arcade machine.
Mm-hmm.
That was just Juan Carlo Esposito.
Juan Carlo Esposito. I know that name, obviously, but I can't picture.
He's the bad guy that says, he's laughing and then he gets all, it's a meme. He's like, ha 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 ha, and then he gets all straight faced and he says, I was acting. Or was I? Yeah,
mustache?
Older black guy. We said he would make a great Bond villain. He's the guy from The Boys.
I think I know who you mean.
Yeah, he was Gus Fring in Breaking Bad. This is like one of his first movie roles. He's just that kid that gets electrocuted in the arcade.
Okay.
Huge actor. I mean, and there's a bunch of people in this movie too. You got Emilio Estevez and Yeardley Smith, pre-Lisa Simpson.
How I have never wanted a bitch to shut up more in my life.
No.
And I love Lisa. It's awesome. She does the voice great, etc., etc. This movie, no. Just want her to shut up every scene she was in.
I only know her from this, The Legend of Billie Jean, and The Simpsons. That's it. It's wild. I kind of think maybe it's a good thing that she found The Simpsons when she did, because who would want to put her loud ass? I mean, I guess she's an actress. She can, play not annoying, but that seems to be what she got typecast as.
I mean, she had to have gotten chosen or talked to about doing The Simpsons, around the time this came out.
Yeah, because
it was 87.
Yeah, Tracy Ullman was 87 when they started showing The Simpsons shorts on there. And then it got picked up for its own show 2 years later in 89. So, yeah, what a wild time to be Yeardley Smith, I guess, man. Just fucking...
Is it Yardley or Yeardley? Because it's an EA.
I've always heard it pronounced Yardley, but it might be Yeardley. That sounds like some type of weird yogurt brand, man. I got me a case of Yeardleys.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a disease a little bit.
I caught a case of Yeardleys.
Yeah?
It sounds like a cheap cigar you buy at a convenience store.
Yeah. I'm having a boy, and he hands it to you, and you're disappointed. It's like, oh, it's a fucking Yeardley, and you throw it in the trash. I was expecting a Cubano cigar, motherfucker.
Don't throw that away. It's Apple.
Yeah. So it goes without saying that this is the only movie that Stephen King ever decided to direct himself. And it's funny because in the trailers, he's like, people have tried adapting my movies before, but nobody can do it as good as the master. And then he fucking put out this piece of shit.
And then he quit doing it.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? I think I was talking a little bit of shit. You guys are good.
You just keep doing you. I'll keep doing me.
And
I remember seeing the previews for this back in the 80s when I was a teenager.
Were you stoked to see it? Were you like, oh, Stephen King directing his own movie? Or
well, everybody thought it was going to be good.
Yeah.
And even someone I grew up with, they went to see it there and said it was awesome.
Oh boy,
they were lying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they were either lying
they were high or they were lying.
That's what I was gonna say. They must have been fucked up or lying.
I mean, going to the theaters really fucking high back in the 80s to see this, it might have been good.
Yeah,
from that perspective,
Either that or he was just getting a blowjob and his eyes were closed the entire time. He didn't see shit anyway.
I think the cars were attacking people.
He's like, damn, baby, there's no one in this theater to see this piece of shit movie. Want to give me some head?
I didn't get to see it until about 88.
Yeah.
But
best year.
She was born in 88.
But we don't talk about how old I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Only the people who listen to the side file will know.
So, What was your impression when you first watched it, Dad?
I need another line.
You're like, I gotta be as high as Stephen King to enjoy this shit.
It's got to get better. I need another line.
Yeah. Oh man, there's some people in this damn thing that need another chance at saying a line because holy shit, we had to unfortunately watch this movie without subtitles, and the main this is kind of like a light exploitation movie. It's like, look at these fucking country weirdos. But that lead guy at the fucking gas station / diner, they end up holed up in for this duration
Bubba.
of this movie.
I think his name is Bubba because that's the license plate on his car.
Yeah. It was.
It's gotta be
his
Bubba.
name was Bubba. Yeah. He's always chomping a cigar and trying to talk around it. He sounds like he's fucking had a stroke. I mean, yeah, it's indecipherable.
And there was a few times, like at one point he's talking to Emilio Estevez's character, and he's talking about, I'm pretty sure he's telling the girl that he likes that he was a felon and he was in jail for something. And he talks about what he did to get in jail. And it's something about a thumb up his ass and a gun. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Later you figure out that I guess he robbed somewhere.
Well, he did one of those ding-dong ditch things in the 80s, but, you would just run up and stick your cop up a thumb's ass and then try to get away. You did that before, right, Dad?
No.
Oh,
No.
He didn't do that one.
No.
You must not have been cool back in the 80s.
You did play some mailbox baseball, though.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that for a second?
Lord. Me and a friend got busted playing mailbox baseball.
Yeah.
They had our mugshots in the paper. They called us the Mailbox Bandits.
The Mailbox Bandits. Golly, they made y'all sound like the wet bandits from Home Alone.
Yeah. But don't hit mailbox with a baseball bat and get caught.
That's a good bit of advice.
Don't get caught.
Yeah. If you're gonna hit mailboxes with a baseball bat, just don't get caught.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, pretty much all crimes.
Don't do the
federal
first
charges.
Yeah, don't do the first thing, but if you do the first thing, make sure you do the second thing too, which is not getting caught.
Yeah, that's pretty much the rule with most crimes.
So you were a little bit of a hellion when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that you've told me stories about shooting out streetlights and stuff.
Yep.
You were a little miscreant back in the day.
Yep.
But I'll tell you who wasn't a miscreant enough to be in this movie. Bruce Springsteen, because that is who Stephen King originally wanted to play Emilio Estevez's role.
Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah, and apparently Stephen King brought it up to Dino De Laurentiis, the guy that owns the production company that, Stephen King worked with, and Dino was like, who? Bruce? What? Which in 1986, I feel like he had some chart toppers at that point. Wasn't Born in the USA 85?
That's like saying Taylor Swift who?
Yeah.
Like back then, Bruce Springsteen was huge in the mid-'80s, right?
Yeah, you would have thought.
He was, about 83, 84 on. He was pretty big.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, but Dad, you noticed a man's name, Armando Nanuzzi.
Yeah.
Well, that guy had a pretty bad time on this fucking movie set.
Oh boy.
So,
what was he again? The production or music or something?
He was a cinematographer, so he was like operating the camera, I guess.
Oh.
But there was a scene where they had I guess it's that fucking lawnmower we see. There was a scene where, they were like, hey man, we should probably take the lawnmower blade out. And Stephen King was like, nah man, it's going to be really cool if it's still in there. And they were like, but you're not even going to see it in the shot. And he was like, I don't care, realism. And so they ran over something with this lawnmower, and a splinter of whatever they hit flew out and hit this Armando Nanuzzi dude in the eye. And he lost his fucking eye from this movie.
Do you know what was really fucked up?
What?
Before you started getting into that, when you said something bad happened to him while he was shooting a movie, I almost said, what was it? Did he have a cock eye?
What? A cock
eye. Cock eye.
Oh, well, he got something in his eye. I don't think it was a cock, though. He didn't get cocked in the eye. But he did lose his fucking sight. And it's really funny and ironic because this is a movie about machines, killing and maiming people, and then this dude's like, hey man, let's take this fucking safety hazard out, and Stephen King's like, no, and he winds up actually getting hurt from a machine that they used on the movie.
That's so crazy.
It's like a full circle, like your movie is becoming real moment.
I had a friend that I grew up with that, actually, I had two different friends that had accidents. One of them was on a push mower, and one of them was on a ride lawnmower. The one with the ride lawnmower, they didn't go out there and check the yard. It was out in their front yard, somebody had thrown a old metal coat hanger out there.
Yeah.
And it ripped him up through the leg.
Ooh.
From about midway, the top part of the leg, all the way down below the knee.
Golly.
And the other guy was cutting an embankment, and he had to ride a lawnmower roller on top of it and cut half of his foot off.
Jesus Christ. That's got to be rough, man. You just have half a foot.
Yep.
It's like, it's not a foot no more, baby. It's 6 inches.
It's rough buying shoes.
Yeah, you gotta have them special made. You show up to your first day at a job or something wearing a damn full shoe and a half shoe. Your manager's like, what the fuck? I didn't see this on the interview.
No, it's one adult shoe and one baby shoe.
Yeah, one's a 12, one's a 4.5.
Yeah. Damn, man. He showed the lawnmower his foot and he said, take a little off the top.
He's running from the cops and they track him down. They know his tracks.
Yeah. They're chasing him in the snow. They're like, this son of a bitch either has 2 different feet or there's 2 people hopping on one leg and it's our team. Oh, one of them's a child by the looks of it. Yeah, so that guy had just an awful time. But, I mean, everyone remembers the set as being very dangerous to work on. Like, there were apparently stories of trucks passing frighteningly close to performers in a fire stunt where they had a hard time putting the guy out that was on fire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it seems like the kind of movie where there'd be injuries. Just from the fact that it was the mid-'80s, there was a lot of really rough stuff going on, and there was so much cocaine. I feel like there was a lot of bad decisions made.
Yeah, there was a ton of bad decisions being made.
Just
in
the
80s.
First one, which was
like trickle-down economics.
Yeah, and just making this movie to begin with.
I'm still waiting for that to trickle down.
You're waiting for that trickle to hit your mouth?
I'm waiting for...
2 to 3 drops?
I'm waiting for 2 or 3 drops on the chin from this trickle, man. But this film set was also just cursed in general because Hurricane Gloria came through and they had to stop filming for that.
Oh.
They ended up sheltering together at a hotel as the storm passed.
So kind of how they all sheltered together in the diner, sheltered together in a hotel?
This movie was becoming itself, apparently.
Machines are attacking people, they're having to hide out in places.
But if the on-set danger and the fucking weather that was threatening this motherfucker wasn't enough, every morning, apparently, Stephen King was just hell-bent on eating some sardines, and he just walked around with sardine breath on set the whole time.
What? Why?
You know...
Why does that remind me of Neil Breen with the tuna?
Well, they're cut from the same cloth, Neil Breen and Stephen King.
Okay. Dude,
But,
you can't put Stephen King on the same level as Neil Breen.
Okay.
I know what that green fog was.
What?
It was his breath.
Yeah. Stephen King walked outside and he was like, we got to get this shot set up for the weird green stuff in the air. And they said, Stephen, look, you're already doing it. Just keep talking. It's great. Real production value.
Speaking of the neon green glow that just fills the sky, multiple shots in this movie, how one time, I think it's Emilio Estevez's character goes, oh, look at the sky. Isn't that cool? And then no one talks about the fact that the sky is glowing neon green for the rest of the movie.
No.
They just don't mention it.
No,
I would think that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, every now and then, like, everyone just take a look. Everyone notice how fucking green the sky is. It's creepy, right? Like,
they just like are Kubrick staring up at the sky, all of them. Like that one scene in Twin Peaks where like Cooper comes up and then Sheriff Truman comes up a little bit offset from him, and then Hawk comes up and they're all just looking out in the distance. Or maybe it's Jacoby? Dr. Jacoby? I don't know. But anyway, it's, they didn't acknowledge that, hey man, the fucking sky is green. Is that normal? Yeah. And it did look like a cartoon fart cloud, just like in that space episode of the X-Files.
When I was a teenager, me and some of my older friends I used to hang out with, we'd go to the food court in the mall, and I would say, hey y'all, watch this shit. And me and them would start looking up at the ceiling of the food court and pointing. Then you look around, about 10 or 15 minutes later, everybody else is looking up, trying to figure out what the fuck we're looking at. That's what you do when you're a teenager and you're hanging out with older folks. You go up there stoned, and then you get up, start fucking with people.
You know what else I was thinking about? And it bothers me. So at the end, there's this thing that pops up that says, there was a UFO, and the Russians shot it down a couple days later. And then 6 days later, the comet left our atmosphere or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So which one was it? Was it because of the comet, which is what the girl early in the movie, the girl says to Emilio Estevez something about, it's really hard to understand what she says. There's no subtitles, but she says something like, I've been following this comet that's going over past, and it's been there for 12 hours, and I think that's what's causing it. And if so, we only have to wait 8 more hours or something like that. Mm-hmm. She could have said a few more days. I'm not sure. But so there's that. But then what does the UFO have to do with anything?
They were just trying to check boxes.
Is the UFO there because of the comet?
Sure.
Is the comet there because of the UFO?
I don't know, but
what did that have to? I don't understand it.
The funny thing about all that shit is, in the short story that Stephen King originally wrote, it's very ambiguous about what the fuck is actually. I know it's ambiguous, but there's no real explanation. It's just something that happens. It's a short story. It's like maybe 16, maybe 30, somewhere in their pages. Not very long. And it doesn't have this, big thing saying that they survive or anything. It leaves you in kind of a state of dread because it's still happening when the story ends. And, it's funny to me that Stephen King said, yeah, man, I'm going to make it the right way. Nobody else has been able to make a movie, an adaptation of one of my books the right way like I'm about to. And then he fucking just...
changes it?
Yeah, he changes it. But then not only that, 11 years later, they made a TV movie that was more faithful. It also wasn't,
great.
No, it wasn't celebrated at all, but I don't think surely it can't be this bad.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I feel like maybe I could just be imagining this. Who knows? But I feel like I've heard a thing, for sure, about Stephen King movies, usually, something about Stephen King being upset or whatever, because a lot of the people that make his movies always change the endings. Well, because his endings in his books are always way too either ambiguous or vague, or they're always too, dark. So they, change the endings in the movies they make to be a little more, and 2 years later they all survived, or whatever.
Well, there's...
That's a thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit, kind of, sort of. The only real time that he's, publicly came out and said that, basically, that he absolutely hated something I can think of, was The Shining, which was, in my opinion, a great fucking movie.
Isn't that one of the top rated ones for him, right?
It's a fantastic movie.
So how's the ending supposed to be different for that?
I can't remember.
Something a lot darker, right? The kid and the mom die or something, right?
I don't think so. I'm not exactly sure the differences, but my point is...
Your point is...
My point is, he said he didn't like that, but everybody said that it was a great, movie, whether or not it was a faithful adaptation of his work. And then, years later, during The Mist, they changed the ending of that book. And it's way more fucked up because, like, the thing where he kills all those people but then doesn't have enough bullets to kill himself, that doesn't happen. But Stephen King was like, wow, that ending was better than the shit I wrote.
Yeah, because it's a really dark, fucked up, and one of the most...
Yeah.
I remember, I think the first time I watched it was with you,
Yes.
and you had already seen it.
I don't think I told you about the ending.
And you did not tell me. And
You've seen The Mist, right?
Yeah.
We're not giving any spoilers. Okay, good.
I mean, we can talk about it. It's a 20-year-old movie or something.
I'm just saying, I thought if he hadn't seen it,
okay.
You might not want to give it away, but I couldn't, the emotions that come over you when you see him get out of the car and see them coming to rescue him.
Yeah,
and you're just like, your stomach drops, like in those pirate ship fucking rides at the carnival.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, he just killed his whole family and all his people that he knew. And
well, he killed his wife. Stayed at home, and so she died. Like during the, they figure out that she died. Did you say really young? Really early on, because they drive by the house. Yeah, and it's all fucked up. It's pointlessly lost. Yeah, so and then he kills his own kid and the two old people that are with him, and then and that woman. And the woman, played by I think Amy Smart. What was the ending supposed to be for that? I think they don't leave. They're too scared to leave, so they stay in the supermarket, and you don't know whether anything ever resolved. Kind of like how this short story ends. But the Mist But then the writing at the end tells you everything. Yeah. Well, well, in this movie. Sorta. But the Mist is like, I think it's pretty long. It's like a novella, kind of. It's like 110 pages or something. Stephen King was a huge fan of AC/DC. Really? Because that's who did the music for this movie. And they agreed to do the music. Surprise. Yeah. It's out of all the stuff I have bad to say about this movie, I don't think I had any kind of thoughts on the music being bad. No, it's not bad. It's just very prevalent and the same, because it's the same band over and over. Yeah, I feel like there's a few moments where the music feels a little bit out of place, maybe, but nothing terrible.
It's a very good soundtrack for a very shitty movie.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
What was the soundtrack called? Like, What the Who or Who the What?
Who Made Who?
Who Made Who?
What the Who or Who the What?
I remember I saw it when I was looking up stuff. I saw it in passing.
And,
this movie should have been called What the Fuck.
Yeah. So they ended up, putting this out with an album that had, what was it? It was like, Hell's Bells and a couple of other songs on
Hell's Bells, For Those About to Rock.
Yeah, it had that in here specifically.
Yeah.
Which is...
And Highway to Hell, I think it...
Yeah,
that's in this, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like if it isn't, then that is a fucking miss. Like
right, it's gotta be, but none of us noticed?
I guess not.
I feel like we didn't notice I don't remember hearing any specific songs at all. Granted, I couldn't tell you an AC/DC song like that easily. I know in reference to them and some
Back
titles.
In Black.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't if you just put one in front of me for a few seconds, I wouldn't be able to tell you that's what it is.
Who sung TNT? Was that Iron Maiden?
No, that's AC/DC.
Okay.
I feel like maybe the music wasn't quite prevalent enough in the movie.
It was pretty constant.
I guess I was just so focused on all the absolutely horrible things that were happening, the acting.
Like this woman's coming outside and
Do you want me to play it?
No, that's okay.
It's only 15 seconds.
I'll find a clip of it and I'll put it right here.
And we made you! We're your sense of loyalty, you puky thing! We made you!
Yeah, her acting in that scene is absolutely stupendous.
Her face, her arms are flailing.
Yes.
And she's flailing her arms and her head back and forth and just... Oh my God.
It reminds me of, we've mentioned her in another side file we did with you, Dad. It reminded me of Sue.
Yeah.
Just the same kind of high energy.
Yeah.
And I guess she was drinking?
I guess she was a little
They
drunk.
had bottles of alcohol right before she went outside to scream all that crazy shit. And she's saying, "We made you. You can't do this to us. We made you," or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's like there's if they actually tried at all, if Stephen King actually wrote like an exploration of that, like there could be something interesting there. But as it stands, it's just some insane bitch just like doing the craziest like turn it up to 11 face acting that you can possibly imagine.
I'm trying to think of I feel like there's totally an example in like a popular movie of a woman doing something like that, and she just does the bad version.
Well,
there's totally a "come and get me, you fools!" like with their arms spread wide and screaming to the sky. I know that's a scene in a movie, but she just does it in a really, really horrendous way.
I thought you were gonna bring up the witch from Troll 2.
Oh,
that's a very different type of bad acting, though. It's very like
purposely bad.
Do you suppose I could bring you in and let you drink this green liquid?
Oh yeah.
It's like, all right, bitch. Are you trying to make me think you're wanting to kill me? You seem like you have something underneath. You have like some ulterior motive,
right? Like no.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna kill you.
Speaking of sucky ass 80s movies, horror movies, there's one called Ghoulies.
Yeah, it's a knockoff of like
Puppet Master or some shit.
No, it's a knockoff of not Critters, but
I'm trying to think. Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins kind of, and Critter was a knockoff of Gremlins.
The cute little but still creepy little creatures, Gremlins, right? They're cute but still creepy somehow.
They're Mogwai. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, now Critters, the first one, I like that movie. I mean, it still kind of sucks compared to today's standards, but it's entertaining.
I've never seen that. I only watched Gremlins like, what, that was, I mean, shit, we were living here before. Or, yeah, so it would have had to have been, or did we watch that since we moved back here?
No.
Okay.
No. The last time, if we did watch Gremlins together, it was definitely
before like 2020.
Oh yeah, for sure. Before, I was gonna say like before 2018.
Well, one of the Ghoulies movies, one of my favorite bands, Wasp, made a song called "Screaming Till You Like It," and that was on the soundtrack. It's a good song, but it's still a sucky ass movie. Just another example of good music with a sucky movie.
And I'm just going to bring it up because it just happened and we will forget if we don't do it. There's this scene where Emilio Estevez and the love interest of his character sleep together. And it opens up on their feet and they're just like footsying, pulling each other's feet around with their feet. And it's, I mean, that was just a jump scare of some foot fetish stuff.
Like it lingered.
You know that Quentin Tarantino, if he watched this, bricked the fuck up when that came on screen.
I was literally about to say, who's the director who likes the feet?
There's also just a scene. Would you like to describe what just happened there?
So Emilio Estevez and this girl, she's pretty, by the way. I think she's really pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty.
She reminds me of someone like almost like Jane Seymour, maybe. I'm not sure who it is.
Not.
An actor from that time period.
Maybe Adrienne Barbeau.
Maybe. So they're laying in bed after just fucking, and we just saw this shot of their feet being way too excessive.
Prominent.
She looks like Adrienne Barbeau with smaller tits.
Yeah.
Definitely smaller tits.
So they're laying there in bed, and they're like cuddling and all wrapped up in each other. They're all sweaty, and I'm pretty sure they're naked, right? And he just like wipes his fingers in her like hairline above her forehead, and then licks it. And then does it again, and then licks it, and then I think does it a third time just on her forehead. It looks like he's wiping the sweat off and then licking it multiple times, and then he goes,
I've never had no Poist. I've never had no
Are you okay?
Yeah, hold on. I've never had no post-coitus activity quite like that.
I don't know.
I know what it was. She had coke on her forehead.
Yeah, she was sweating that coke out.
It was scraping that line on her forehead.
He was wiping that sweat on the inside of his gums was what he was doing. So did you guys notice the kind of the mascot of this film? The big green fucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of this movie, when the credits are rolling, they have to shout out Marvel, because they actually, that is, people say it looks like the Green Goblin. That's just the Green Goblin. They licensed the character to be on the front of that truck and just didn't say, hey, it's Green Goblin or anything. They just used the face. You know how much money that fucking cost? Way more than it would have to just have somebody make some shit up.
Yeah, they could just made a green monster face.
Yeah, that's the weirdest fucking licensing I've ever seen. It sounds like something that the X-Files would do on our show. Like a tie-in product, wink wink.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I wonder how long I'm staying in kayfabe.
Do you know that, so they actually had a tie-in product for this movie. Did you know that?
What was it?
The little, what do you call the little Jack in the Box? But it was the Goblin.
Yeah.
But then they got in trouble with Marvel. They sold like 5 or 10 of them, and then they had to stop because Marvel was like, yo, you can't fucking do that.
And then they had to buy the rights.
And then they had to buy the rights. Yeah. But they already had the lawsuit about the thing, so they gave up on that. Yeah.
And
there's like 10 of them out there in the world.
Bro is just fingering Yeardley Smith at a booth in this gas station.
And like, so there's like a bang under the table when they're doing that.
Yeah.
And she giggles excessively. She always giggles excessively or talks excessively. I mean, how many times did I say, she just shut the fuck up?
Oh yeah, we wish that Yeardley Smith would have had 0 lines in this fucking movie, man.
She could have had 1. The first line she said, and then that could have been enough. She was this dude's wife. That's all we needed to know from her.
So, this movie originally was rated X because of how much gore was in it. They had to cut it down to an R rating.
What? I mean, so early on there's that shot. There's a shot when the boy is riding down the way and he's seeing like the lawnmower scene and the headphone scene or whatever. Yeah. There's the one scene where there's those beers spilled over and it's a slow shot. There's beer spilled over, there's beer, there's blood, there's headphones, there's blood, and then you see feet.
Yeah.
Or shoes.
A shoe.
Shoes on feet. And like ankles, I believe, and a little bit of blood, and then it cuts it there.
Yeah.
And you have no idea how this person died whatsoever.
But you know who does have an idea? George Romero, because apparently he reportedly got to see the unfinished, or the uncut.
Why can't we all see it? If we pay and we're old enough, fuck you.
Release the Romero cut.
Yeah. Does that exist somewhere?
Only in Stephen King's memory, probably at this point. I mean,
George Romero's. Is he alive?
No, he died in 2017, I think. Yeah, he's like a damn dog with a bone. He's like, I know I buried it somewhere, I just don't remember where. But he probably wanted to forget this movie anyway, because he did win a Razzie for it. No, he didn't win. He got nominated for a Razzie.
Oh, well, that's one of them awards where if you're gonna get nominated, you better fucking win.
Right.
Just getting nominated
That's
sucks.
like, your movie was shit, but it wasn't shit enough to win anything.
Yeah, it wasn't shitty enough.
And Emilio Estevez was also nominated, which, I mean, I don't know.
Honestly?
Take your pick.
Honestly?
He's like one of the best.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Honestly, do you know who one of the best actors is in this movie?
Who?
Genuinely?
Who?
The kid.
Yeah, the kid's not bad.
The kid's actually, for a kid, especially, he does really good.
There is this one scene after they've escaped the rest stop gas station truck stop area, where like they're walking past a burger barn or something, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, it's like Burger Hut, I think.
Burger something.
Burger Lane.
Burger Lane?
That's what it said on the sign on the drive.
No, maybe it said Burger Land.
Maybe.
It said Burger Lane. Lean.
Well, whatever the fuck this mysterious burger place was called, they're walking by it and the drive-through intercom goes off and it's like, humans are here, trying to alert the trucks who... Can they hear?
Throughout this whole movie.
Can they hear? Can they see?
There is an assumption that they can see and hear. There's one point where he's whispering and the trucks do something in response to what he says multiple times in the movie. The trucks can hear him.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. But my point is, they're walking past this burger place, and the intercom on the drive-thru comes on, and it says, humans here, and the kid, like, has a submachine gun, and he, like, shoots off 2 rounds, and he's like disgusted with himself for shooting this fucking drive-through sign, and he hands someone the gun, and he's like, I can't hold this anymore. Like, bro, you just shot an inanimate object. Shut the fuck up. And plus, it was trying to, like, fucking get you killed.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to do that. Also, I thought it was interesting that when you see that shot, everyone has a gun, including the kid, and it's, I don't know guns, but it's some kind of assault rifle or automatic something. Because, I mean, you said he fires 2. I think he fires like a at it.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know how many. But the only person who didn't have a gun was the girl.
Yeah.
The only one who didn't have a gun was a girl. The kid, the like 12-year-old kid, had an assault rifle, and then he hands it to the girl whenever after he shoots it. Like, I can't do this anymore.
You know what it is, man? They don't think a woman can hold a gun because they're using their erections to, prop up the.
And if you don't have an erection, how are you gonna hold a gun?
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Dad, every time me and you went out shooting guns, then we have erections.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I was holding the gun. I used my erection to push the bushes aside.
You were weed whacking.
Yeah.
Whacking something.
I call it the bush hog.
So, Jesus fucking. This is a piece of shit movie. Only watch it if you're trying to laugh at it, because you're not going to have a good time otherwise.
Honestly, this was fun to watch it with y'all, really.
Yeah, we had a decent time.
We paused it a lot and made fun of all sorts of crazy shit that was happening the whole time. Told Yeardley Smith to shut up probably 50 times easy. And this guy, what's his name? Curtis. Yeardley Smith's husband in the movie.
His name's Curtis?
Yeah, because the back of their car says Curtis and Connie.
That's right, it says Kurt.
Kurt, and she calls him Curtis.
Yeah.
He's just disgusting and doesn't want to shut. Like, as soon as Yeardley Smith's not near him, all of a sudden he has to be the one who talks too much.
Yeah,
and then they're crawling through the tunnel with this nasty water. And he keeps saying, "Oh, I bet someone's peed in here recently. Oh, did you get it in your mouth? How does it taste?" It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
This is already disgusting enough. Why are you talking?
And fucking Emilio Estevez is crawling in front of him, and he accidentally, like, slips, and his face goes into the water a little bit. And that's when, like, what Mel said, he says, "Oh, how did it taste? I would have kicked," because he's crawling in front of him, "I would have kicked backwards and just hope I struck that guy's fucking head." Like, come on, guy.
Yeah,
That's like if you, like, break your leg and somebody's like, "Oh, I bet it hurts, doesn't it?" Yeah, fucking idiot. I'm a human being with a nerve system. I got nerves. And you're getting on them, motherfuckers, so shut up.
When they're crawling through that water, every time any of them are crawling through the water and stuff, they all have, like, cuts all over them. They all have, like, injuries and blood from, like, their head, their arm, their leg. Sepsis
and something.
And what's the other?
Staph infection. Who knows?
What's the other old disease? Diphtheria?
Diphtheria? I don't know.
Isn't that an old disease that's like because being dirty and stuff?
Are you thinking about dysentery?
Dysentery.
That's from like. I
the Oregon Trail. That's from.
Yeah.
That's all.
I taught everybody what dysentery was.
Right.
I think that's like. I don't know what causes that. Yeah, it has to be eating rotten food or something, right? I don't know.
And it's like it makes you sick,
well,
throw up.
Dysentery. I believe you also get that from drinking. Like really fucked up water.
Yeah, that makes sense actually way more than eating bad shit.
Actually, that might be something. Some places you get it from drinking water, like in certain areas in Mexico.
Yeah,
they used to always say, "Don't drink the water unless you're staying in a nice hotel. Don't drink the water."
Yeah, at this point I'd be scared to drink water if I went from any country to any other country, because you don't know, they might have like electric fizz water in France, and fucking Belgium has like crystal water or something. I don't know. It's all different. You don't think about it, but it's a weird thing. But before we get into a tangent on city planning, I thought we would maybe wrap this up. And I wanted to ask you guys if you had any deleted scenes that you wanted to talk about. Anything strike you?
Let's see.
We do this on the normal show. I guess we'll do it here. It's a movie after all.
Did you have one in mind already?
Well, I thought it was really cool how the original ending had the sequel date of them teaming up with Transformers for that movie that was about to come out. Because when did the Transformers movie come out?
I have no idea.
Like 88, 89?
Based on my memory, I'm going to say it came out between 87 and 89. Maybe it was 86. But either way, they had a crossover where Optimus Prime pulled up and he just fucked up all those other trucks.
Yeah.
And they
But then one of the trucks secretly turned into another Transformer and he was undercover.
Yeah, and
it was pretty intense, really.
But then after all that fighting and stuff, Optimus Prime is like, Yeardley Smith, roll out. And she's like, oh, cool, I get to go with you. And he's like, yeah. And then he transforms with her inside him. And that shit wouldn't work, right? Because obviously the human would get mashed up like potatoes.
Right.
And she dies when he transforms. And he did it on purpose because he was just as annoyed with her.
But he absorbs her soul?
Sure.
And then has her voice.
Because
that voice coming out of Transformer would be hilarious.
Shang Tsung Optimus Prime. I will eat your soul.
Oh my god.
Did you have a favorite deleted scene, Dad?
No.
No?
My favorite deleted scene was the scene where the guy Bubba who runs the place before he dies, because he's dumb as fuck at some point. But before he dies, they all just like yell all sorts of mean, horrible things at him while he's sitting there tied to a chair because they all hate him.
Yeah.
And then they let him go, and that's when he dies.
They just wanted to say mean things.
Yeah, they're supposed to say, they slapped him around a little bit, too.
Okay.
Especially the kid, because he's an asshole to the kid.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, your dad's dead. Sorry, kid.
And then Kurt just like whipped out his penis and pissed in his mouth and said, how's it taste? Because that's his thing, apparently.
Yeah. Oh my God, Curtis, that's right. When they're driving at the very beginning, we're having him and Yeardley Smith have a just married thing on their car. And she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Can we stop somewhere? And he says, yeah, can I watch?
What the fuck?
And she's like, what? No.
He like wants to watch her piss.
Like, was he joking?
I don't think so. I think we unlocked something here. He's into water sports.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think if anyone's ever been in a relationship for a long period of time, you know that you see your partner pee and use the bathroom throughout your relationship. You just do, you know?
You live with somebody long enough, you know?
Yeah, but you don't want to. What are you watching for?
But you know who I don't want to watch use the bathroom? Stephen King, and he just unleashed a steaming turd on us. And
yes,
we just
he did.
Absorbed it through our eyeballs and into our brains forever.
He shit on our TV, and the scent is wafted through our brains now.
One thing I did notice in this movie, though, all the trailers on this truck, one of them is big. The other one is rolling papers.
Yeah.
The other one's a beer truck.
Yeah. Oh, did we mention the wall covered in pussy pictures?
No, we didn't, and we've been having it on.
So if you want to see some vintage 80s porn,
which is like a lot of bush.
Yeah.
Literally, I think all of them had bush.
It should be declared a national forest reserve.
Yeah. Well, this was released. People would have been watching this in the era of Bush anyway, because he was president from 89 into 93 or something. But anyway, this kid just comes to wake this couple up, and he's like visibly underage. He's like 12 or 13, maybe 14 or something.
He's 14.
But there is just all this bare pussy just right in front of this kid. I think they told him just don't look at it because it looks like he doesn't really look at it at all. He looks like
he's keeping his neck a little bit.
That's fucking illegal, man.
I know what really happened. They had a stunt midget bust in to do that. He was dressed like the kid.
I guess. You can hope. But if there's nothing else you want to say on this episode, I'd like to stop talking about this terrible film. I'd like to watch it from my memory.
Oh, God. It's going to be in our memory now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. How do we get rid of it? Drugs.
We gotta Men in Black neuralize ourselves. But, this movie is out there. It is out there in many different ways. It's out there, and it is actually out there available to watch. Yes, it is out there, but we will be stuck inside the walls of this podcast occasionally doing side files from now until the time that we are in the ground and at rest. But, yeah. So if you have any questions, suggestions, or hypno-regressions, you can hit us up at genxfilespod@gmail.com. And, well, Dad, is there anything you want to let our friends know?
Yeah, if you've listened this far, then you are a friend.
And thank you for listening.
And thank you for listening.
Nice to have you guys here.
Yep. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you later, friends.
We made this.
They should have called it Maximum Cocaine.